Richard here. I hope you're well. Today's question is, can you provide some examples of martial arts that are considered fake or not legitimate, excluding sports like boxing? I don't go searching for fake martial arts. It sounds way too time-consuming, but I do have some thoughts. I have heard many comments about fake martial artists, and I've noticed that people just seem to jump on this bandwagon and repeat what they've heard, parrot fashion. Also, I noticed the new trend that would pit this stylist against that other stylist. Really, if you go back and look at old school martial arts, these things were not important at all. The conditions were different, the attitudes were different, and a lot of things that were taught back then had secrets. Secrets which were not taught until the student was deemed worthy and skilled enough to learn the real art. Some people seem to think that martial arts were created so that combatants could try out their style skills against each other and prove their worth. But honour and dignity, as well as healing and compassion, were also important part of their training. Many of the early practitioners were from religious communities, Shaolin monks, Shinto priests, etc. The enemy was not always another martial artist, no. It was the vicious bastard who leapt out of the shadows to mug you. That was your enemy, the one you trained to defeat, the one or more who threatened your family or a person who was not strong enough to defend themselves. And here's another consideration which never seems to be mentioned. Most of your martial arts are the forerunners of modern martial arts who grew out of the Orient. They were put together by Asian people. These Asian people were very clever at concealing their gems of knowledge and their secrets. And they were very smart about it. So what do I mean? Now let me give you an example. In 1912, there was a huge gathering, a conference you might call it. The purpose was to discuss the fact that Westerners were getting their martial arts. It's a long story. The result was that they, the masters and grandmasters, decided to alter some of their movements in a very cunning and unique way. They changed some movements within forms around so that they were in reverse. Why? So that only the initiated would know which movements could be used in reverse if attacked. This was also a way that the Sifu could outsmart his own students and stay ahead of them. Secret techniques could be dangled like carrots, along with the promise of promotion. Sometimes techniques were taught in parts, and sometimes the student never got to learn the other part. I'll give you an example. So many people have blathered on about Qi, Chinese energy, Ki, Japanese spirit energy. They think it's some magic power. This is what I learned about Qi. Qi is not possible to use or demonstrate without synergy. Synergy, several points of power consolidated into one combined force, and all delivered at precisely the same time. If so much as one of these points are missing, then Qi will not be making an appearance this time. Sorry. I'll give you another example from what I think people consider to be a fake list. Tai Chi Chuan has techniques and strategies which are seldom seen or even known about. Most folks who are not familiar with this art are quite ready to say how useless it is, especially after the bout where an MMA guy flattened a Tai Chi master in a matter of seconds. The deduction of people the world over was that Tai Chi was too soft to defend yourself with. However, how many people know that art has three distinct phases? They are large frame, medium frame, and small frame. It's small frame which is the fastest. not the willy-nilly hand flapping that passes for a lot of the Tai Chi you see today. People are fooled by these parlour tricks over and over, and etc., etc., etc. Other arts have hidden techniques too, but will you ever see them or pick them out in a skirmish? Maybe not. Thanks for reading, thanks for watching, and thanks for the question. Till we meet again, take care.